the show, and everybody, thank you for all the people that have called and told us how you're enjoying our show. And today, we're gonna do a different kind of thing. I'm gonna show how my grandchildren love these. Stuffed potato, we call them stuffed potatoes, but they're actually twice baked. I'm gonna show you how easy it is, and you can do them ahead of time, and put them in your freezer when you want them. It's something that's good to prepare even ahead of time.
And in case you don't remember, this is Jean Restivo, and I'm Jill DiColonino. And today, I'm gonna make everything easy for you. I'm making easy stuffed pepper, red pepper, and my shrimp, my easy shrimp. And that's it, and we're gonna show you how to do it, and you're gonna love it.
Actually, it's called a duet, because I'm gonna show you how we're gonna make, how chicken can be so boring. I'm gonna show you a different way to make chicken, and they'll think that they're eating in a gourmet restaurant with the shrimp, and it makes a beautiful dish. Okay, now I'm gonna show you a trick too. I showed this to my grandchildren. Where is my peeler?
Oh, I didn't see it, Jeannie. It's not there. Is it in the
Here
bowl?
it is, I found it.
You found it, okay.
Whenever you make toast, and you know how the butter doesn't melt easy, well, this is an easy way. You get a potato peeler, and you just go like this, and it slices nice and thin.
It's nice for toast.
For toast, it'll melt right on it, right over it. This is a little soft, that's why it's taking a little longer. And I'm gonna grease this pan with some butter first. Okay? And here's my paper towel. Just to give the bottom of the potato skin some flavor. You'll get that butter flavor.
And they come crispy too.
They come crispy,
Yeah.
yeah. And I always use
Crispy.
Idaho. I always use Idaho potatoes, and you have to bake them on a 400 degree oven for 1 hour till they get nice and soft. But one of the tricks is, while they're still hot, they're still warm, you might burn your fingers a little bit. That's when you want to take them like this. What I'm doing, I'm cutting them all in half and scooping it into a bowl. Because the reason they have to be hot is because you don't want to see lumps, and you will see lumps if you wait till they get too cold. So I always do it while they're still nice and hot. And this is what I'm doing. I'm cutting them all up. I usually make 5 pounds at a time, but you know, the holidays I have to end up making 10 pounds because that's all my grandchildren look for. They love it. They love them. Okay. Now you need a blender. For the reason is, for 5 pounds I put about a half a container of sour cream. So I'm gonna scoop this in here first. Scoop the sour cream in first.
That's why they taste so good, Jeannie.
Oh, yeah.
You've got the sour cream.
And then I have chopped onion.
Oh.
And you need like a good portion of onion chopped, because that's what gives it the flavor. But they will not see onion in it when they eat them, because the onion, I want the onion to puree, and I'm gonna put it on, and I'm gonna puree it. Now this will all go in together. That's why I put the sour cream in first, so it chops easier with the onion after. There it comes.
So that's about how long?
Well, until it's all,
Do it 3 minutes.
until it's all pureed, you won't see any
And you
onion.
don't see the onion.
Okay. Have that all ready. So now what I'm gonna do is, I cut my potatoes in half while they're still warm. I'm gonna scoop them in this bowl, and you can leave a little bit inside so it'll stay firm, and I'll just put them on this tray like this.
Are they hot, Jeannie? A little bit hot?
Yeah, oh yeah, they have to be hot, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see them steaming. Oh my goodness.
These are so good.
They're delicious. I've made them, yeah.
Yeah. Especially, you know, at Easter time when you have a ham.
Yeah,
They,
they're
they
wonderful.
complement the ham, yeah.
They're wonderful, I know it.
They're hot, but I can handle it. Once these are all scooped, I have my sharp shredded cheddar cheese that's gonna go in with it too. That gives it more flavor.
You're on.
Okay, see, they're just about all done. I've got them all lined up, right? And they are still warm, as you can see. I'm going to put some salt. You don't have to put salt, but just a little bit of salt. And now I'm gonna pour my sour cream chopped onion, but you don't see no onion. There's no onion at all.
Onion. Yeah.
Because it's all pureed in the blender, and nobody wants to see chunks of onion.
Right.
Now, the next thing I'm gonna do, this is sharp shredded cheddar cheese. So I'm gonna pour some of this, and I
What's
usually,
that, about 2 cups?
I use a stick of the cheddar, 8 ounces.
Okay,
And
okay.
I shred my own, but you can buy it already shredded. I'm gonna save a little bit for the tops, because it looks so pretty melted on the tops of them. So that's my sharp cheddar cheese. Now all I have to do is beat this all together. You don't need no milk, nothing. Should be a little stiff. Put it all together. Nice, light and fluffy. Now see how nice and creamy that is? Now I need a nice spoon, and what I'm gonna do is scoop as I go along, just like that.
Nice.
See how nice and creamy it is?
I can't wait to have one.
And you know what? You can put broccoli, you can put bacon bits on top, if you want it more healthier looking, you know. And then, if you want to just freeze a couple at a time and take them out, if there's only a couple of people in the house, 2 people you're cooking for, you'll have them as a fast supper, just to take out to whenever you want. Okay, I'm just about all done stuffing these. That's why we call them stuffed potatoes instead of twice baked.
Twice baked.
That's our theory of what we call them.
Yeah, they're twice
But
baked.
see, I
They go
have
back
just
into
enough,
the
and you can
broiler.
go back
Yeah.
if you feel as though some of them are not
Yeah,
full
one
enough.
right here.
Okay. And
Oh yeah, you got plenty.
that's just about all of it, right?
That's great.
I don't want to waste any.
No, that one, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now I need my paprika.
Paprika. You have it, Jeannie?
Yeah, it's right there,
Okay.
right here. And then you sprinkle the tops with some paprika. It just gives it that golden flavor.
Do you put that on before you put the cheese?
Yeah.
Okay.
And before you put any more cheese or whatever toppings in, believe it or not, this all blends in and it comes with a nice golden color. Now, these are ready for the oven, but if you don't want to put them in the oven right away and you want to save them, so you're having a party in a couple of days, you just put them in the refrigerator. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of cheddar cheese on each one. That even gives it a little
Oh,
more.
that looks so good after it's under the broiler.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, that looks really good.
And they're not that hard to make. I don't think so, anyway.
You never think anything's hard.
Oh, but these are worth it.
Oh, they are, yeah.
Did your family like them when you made
Oh,
them?
are you kidding? They love potatoes anyway.
Yeah.
My grandchildren love potatoes.
You know, there is a recipe, I think, in one of our books where you can make stuffed sweet potatoes and it's got like
that
maple
should be
syrup
good.
in it and everything.
Oh,
and that's
I
good
love
too.
that. I've done that. I
Yeah,
love
that's
sweet
good.
potatoes.
And these
Love
are
it.
all ready to go. These are our stuffed potatoes. I'll show you what they look like when we take them out of the oven.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, it's me. I'm back, and I'm going to show you a treat. Very easy to make, and I always use red peppers. I prefer them. I know they cost a little more, but I prefer them over the green.
You don't get as much agua though.
You don't, exactly. I
No
can't eat
agua with
green.
the-
Right, I
Yeah,
can't eat
that's
the
right,
green.
that's right.
They just come up on me. But the red, I love. I love the red.
stuffed peppers.
Now what I've done is, I have cut them in half. I'm gonna show you, because I saved 2 of them. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at that. Beautiful. They're expensive right now, but you know what? They're worth it. They're worth it. So this is how I do it. I do this. I try to find the flat side. And then I just cut it in half. This isn't the perfect knife, but, and I seed them. Okay, yeah, that might be better, Jeannie.
Yeah, I think this knife is
Yeah,
better.
this one, I took this paring knife because I need it for the onion, the garlic.
Try this.
Okay, what I'm doing is I'm seeding them now. I'm taking all the seeds out because I don't really care for the seeds, okay? Now, here I am. I have one done. I'm going to do the other one. Nice pepper, and I just cut out the center. You could cut them right in half if you wanted to and do it that way, but you know what? I found it easier doing it this way. So now, I'm going to slice, oh yeah, this is much better, much better. Okay, this knife is good. Now I seed it, make sure the seeds are out of there, most of them anyway. Here we go. You'll see how easy this is. No problem. Okay. Now, what I do is, I put a little olive oil at the bottom of the pan.
Oh, yeah.
I put these in like this. I've already got some done, as you can see. There you go. Now, the first thing I do is, I put a little bit of olive oil. Not a lot, just a pinch in each one. A pinch in each one. All right, like that. A couple of drops. Because I'm going to put the breadcrumb next. Okay. Now I have breadcrumb, Italian breadcrumb. Okay. Now put it like that. You'll see how easy this is. And that's why I call it the easiest stuffed peppers. A little bit like that. Then I go along and I put my chopped up. Now this was sliced pepperoni. Now everything I put in here, you can either add to it or take it out. It's optional. Anything you do. I happen to have all this stuff around, so this is what I use. I put some pepperoni in them.
I think pepperoni gives it such a good flavor.
Well, it does. It spices it up a little bit.
Yes.
I cut up. These were whole olives. I cut them up and I put them on. And you see the color combinations? Just beautiful. Just beautiful.
And you don't put a lot of breadcrumbs because sometimes
No.
everybody's on diets. It feels like you're eating all breadcrumbs.
Exactly. So I don't put a lot of breadcrumb. Now, what I did in here to make it a little bit easier for myself, I put the parsley, salt, and pepper. Not a lot. I'm just going to sprinkle it over the top like that. Just a little bit like that. Little bit. Now I have chopped garlic. I have chopped garlic here, a little bit.
Fresh,
I don't want
fresh,
it. This
right?
is fresh.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
fresh
No,
garlic.
this was fresh. I used my machine,
Oh,
I chopped.
yeah.
I did it ahead of time because
That's great.
then it takes too long to show you. But you know what? You can use the garlic powder. You can use garlic powder, but excuse me, fresh parsley always tastes better.
Fresh garlic, yeah.
Excuse me. Now, what I did was, I chopped up a little bit of cheddar cheese. This is New York sharp cheddar cheese, and this is how I do it. Just cut it in pieces. I'm sorry. I think it's the garlic. And you know what? I sprinkle these on too. Everything tastes good, believe me. Everything tastes good. The more you put, the better it tastes. So anyway, this is how I do it. Now, what else did I do? Okay, now what I did is, what I'm going to do is, this is panko. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a Japanese, believe it or not. It's Japanese breadcrumb. You can buy this in the market, but you got to look for it. But I happen to buy this in Job Lot. This comes crunchier than the other.
Definitely.
It comes crunchier, and I just put this on the top.
That
little
really
bit on the top.
makes things so much crunchier.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't
Beautiful.
know about panko.
No,
I
they
just learned
don't.
about it myself.
I learned about, I happened to see it, and in fact, there's a Progresso brand that I like even better than this brand. This is just says Roland panko, but I think the Progresso brand, you can get it in the market.
It's Italian season.
Yeah, it's Italian, and I liked it a little bit better, to tell you the truth. Now, I'm almost done, believe it or not. All I'm gonna do now, did I put the panko on here? I don't think I did. I think I was saving this. No, I did put it.
Yeah.
Okay, I did put it. Okay, put a little bit more. And now I'm gonna sprinkle, this is extra virgin olive oil. I'm just sprinkling it on the top.
How colorful.
Yeah, aren't they beautiful?
Oh.
They're beautiful. I just sprinkle a little bit. I could put a little bit more, okay, but this is what I'm doing. And these are gonna come up just beautiful. Now, do you see, it didn't take me long at all, did it? Didn't take me long at all. So, isn't that
Oops.
beautiful? And I forgot to tell you that I put this in the oven, and I don't cover them. You could cover them for like 10 minutes or so, or 15 minutes, and then take the Reynolds wrap off, and then just leave them so that they get nice and brown on top. And if they don't brown, you put them under the broiler for a few minutes, and it'll be done. Okay, so 350 for about 25-30 minutes. That's right. And
Now you can see how these are pounded thin. If you pay regular price, you don't get them on sale. The butcher will pound them this thin for you, and that's what gives it the flavor. So now what I'm gonna do first is sprinkle a little bit of parsley on each one. And I have Havarti cheese, because Havarti cheese gives it a nice creamy flavor. If you don't want to use Havarti, you can use provolone, you can use Fartina, but I'm using Havarti tonight, and I've already sliced it. So I'm going to put like slices of this cheese on here. Okay. And I'm going to do something a little different. Instead of putting the Italian ham on the inside, I'm going to put it on the outside, because I've had it like this and it really comes wonderful. So there's my Havarti cheese. Make it nice and full.
that looks good, Jean.
Now I'm going to roll it up like this. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Pinoli nuts. You don't have to put pinoli nuts, but I
Okay.
love pinoli nuts.
Me
Sprinkle
too.
some pinoli nuts in here. They call them pine nuts, but we call them pinoli, Italian style. And then, you know what? I'll put this after. All right, I'm gonna roll this up like this. Roll each one up.
You don't butter your pan or anything, Jean?
Yes, I'm gonna oil the pan.
You're gonna oil the pan with olive oil?
Yeah.
You can use the olive
You can olive oil up butter.
Okay.
See, I'm rolling these up like this. I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil at the bottom of the pan or my dish. Just a little bit. Okay. Now I'm Italian ham, but what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna wrap it around the outside. It gives it a nice crispy flavor. It gets crispy.
I almost lost it, Jeannie.
Oh, what are you doing with my
I almost lost it.
All right, I'm gonna put one here.
Oh, that looks nice.
Mmm.
Now that'll cook a little different, huh?
It's gonna cook a little different. And you
Yeah.
don't need salt because there's enough salt in the Italian ham. I always stress that.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's not all. A lot of people are familiar with finocchio. We call it finocchio. It's like a fennel, but it has an anisette flavor. Some people eat it raw just with olive oil and olive oil and vinegar. Some people roast it. But tonight, I'm gonna put finocchio all around our chicken.
That's different, Jean. I
Very
haven't seen
different.
that before.
Very different. I cut this
Yeah.
all up. This is already all cut up.
Yeah.
And it gives it such a nice flavor.
It must.
This is my own creation.
All right.
And I will sprinkle a little bit of chopped garlic on each one. You don't have to put garlic. And of course, this is my fresh garlic. Nothing in a jar.
You're a garlic person.
You have to. And then I'm gonna put some lemon juice. Pour some a little bit over each one.
That's just lemon, Jean?
This is
That's
just plain fresh squeezed lemon juice.
All right, that's going to give it a nice taste.
And some Kalamata olives. You don't have to put them, but these give it a nice flavor too. These are seed, they don't have the pits in them. Pitless.
Pitless.
Kalamata olives.
Now, would you... Wait, no. All right. Yep. Jean, can you use black olives in there?
Yes, you can.
But that gives it a better taste, actually a different taste.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put just a little bit, drizzle a little bit of olive oil in this. You can put butter too.
Oh, you can, but
And
the olive
you can
oil
put
is better.
mushrooms. But we're not putting mushrooms tonight.
And you know why.
Look at this. This is my cream sherry wine. I love the flavor of cream sherry wine and cream sherry wine in my cooking. So I'm gonna pour some cream sherry wine, and this is all ready for the oven. I'll show you what it looks like when it comes
back.
out. When we come back. And this is what it looks like. It's ready for the oven. I put a little bit of parsley, a little more pinoli nuts, and we're ready to go. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done.
Hi, I'm back. What I have here is 2 pats of butter and a little chopped garlic, fresh garlic. I'm going to melt that down. This is my shrimp. When I bought the shrimp, it said jumbo on the package, but it's not as jumbo as I wanted it to be. Okay, so what I'm going to do is melt the butter, and it's melting now. So I'll wait a minute or so and then show you in a minute. Yeah. I have the butter all melted now. Actually, I added another little slab, so there were about 3 of them in here, and the garlic. And I'm going to add some white wine. I'm going to add this to it. I'm going to stir it all up. Stir it all up like that. It's about like 1/3 of a cup. It's all done. I'm going to place the shrimp in my platter. I am going to place my shrimp in my platter and fix them as best I can here. Kind of rushing for time a little bit. We're kind of rushing for time, but I'm going to put it like this. And I did need a little bit of, where was it? Right here. A little bit of salt, pepper, and parsley. I'm going to just sprinkle it over here onto the shrimp. And I'm going to pour this over it. And you have this wonderful dish. Mix it up a little bit. See that they're all covered. And I'm going to add my panko. I'm going to add my panko. Just sprinkle it on like that.
Have to put lemon juice in it?
Yeah, I think I want to put lemon juice. I have it right here. Okay. And I'm gonna squeeze this. I just cut this nice lemon in this. There aren't any seeds in it, so it's just great. Let me see. I need a fork. Should put it ready. Okay. And I'm just gonna sprinkle some lemon. Yeah, look at that. Nice lemon in that. Oh.
That looks delicious.
This is so good. Okay. And there you go. I have this dish. And I'm gonna put that in the oven for about the same as the other one, 350, and it'll come nice and toasty on top for about 20 minutes, maybe less, 15.
Less, I think, because
Yeah, because the shrimp is already cooked. Remember, the shrimp is, I bought this cooked. So the shrimp is already cooked, so I'm gonna put it in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. Ready? No.
Okay, what I'm doing is I'm gonna saute some onions as a side dish. What I did is, I put some chopped fresh garlic, melted butter, and some parsley, and I'm just gonna brown it until it's lightly brown, and I'm gonna throw my mushrooms in it, saute it for a couple of minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Throw in the mushrooms. Fast. And I'll show you what they look like when they're done. You can put salt and pepper too. Okay, here's our sauteed mushrooms. It didn't take long at all, a couple of minutes, and they got nice flavor of garlic and parsley in there. And it's gonna go wonderful with our chicken dish. Okay?
I'll hold it.
Okay, here we are, finished product. It looks delicious.
Gorgeous. I
This
can't
is
wait.
my stuffed potatoes, and that goes as a side dish.
My easy stuffed peppers. I did put them under the broiler, and that's why they got kind of toasty.
And this is our duet. This is the chicken rolled with Italian ham with finocchio and all the flavorings in it, Kalamata olives.
And my baked shrimp with the panko on top.
Panko breadcrumb. And this
Panko
is the
breadcrumb.
sauteed mushrooms and garlic. And these are our brute ma bene, which means ugly but good. Easy wine biscuits we're gonna have with our coffee. So,
Salud.
salud.
Salud.